Hi, Bose. Wanted to check in again since we're about at the quarter way mark of the season. We did one of these check-ins last time at the end of pre-season. We've had a little mini break, 2 weekends off, so I figured it'd be a good time to check in, little mini team meeting, speak to the whole squad, and just get everyone raring to go, I guess, for the game on the weekend. I hope everyone's enjoyed the mini break. I've enjoyed being away from football dominating my Saturdays, but I am really eager to get back into the matches now. Feel like we got something going and keen to get that going again. There goes my cat. But yeah, I hope everyone's feeling refreshed. If you've had some niggles, hopefully the legs are feeling a little bit better, and hopefully everyone raring to go and get back into the matches. Like I said, last time we did this was right at the end of pre-season. We spoke about a couple of things. We spoke about our weaknesses going into the season. That being defending corners, a huge one, as we know, defending counters. I think we knew that if we were going to improve this season, it had to be at the back. We know that going into the year we were going to score goals. It was about, can we concede less goals? That will lead to real improvement, and it's something that's quite easy to track, I guess, and we've seen that. Like I think we've only sort of conceded one corner in the Littlesstoke game. A ball came in, it got cleared, it went back in, we ended up conceding. Other than that, from corners, we have been spot on. We've been so good, we've been well drilled, we've had everyone back, and we've seen a huge improvement. And remember, last year we're conceding at least one a game, sometimes two, sometimes more. So that's had a huge impact. Defending counters, we are better, but I think the teams we're going to be playing will test us much more with that. I think they could be more deadly on the counter. We played Old Cots twice, the last two fixtures. One of those games we did concede on the counter, and when we're a team that are on top in the ascendancy, having a lot of the ball, that will always be a weakness. So it's just still something we need to be aware of slightly. I think our awareness is so switched on now with corners, and we just need that same focus from defending counters as well. So overall, definitely happy with the improvement we're seeing, and I think we're going to keep seeing more of that, hopefully. We also spoke about availability and just wanting to have everyone committed to this season and really on board. We've had 5 subs in every single game. We've had competitive squads in every single game, sometimes with people not making the squad. We've had competitive training sessions with sometimes people not making training. So obviously cannot have any complaints whatsoever. And we've even had games where, Sai missed a game and we could still put out a very strong starting lineup. Ali G missed a game, we can still put out a very strong starting lineup. Scott missed the first few with an injury, we can still put out a strong starting lineup. Ben picks up an injury, we can still get that strong midfield together. So when everyone is on board, committed, we can deal with those issues. When someone's away one week or someone's got an injury, we can manage that stuff. And the bench as well, 5 subs every game, and having a balanced bench so we can really deal with all eventualities. So not every sub gets on in every game, but I still think they're probably having a huge impact, maybe without even realizing, because we've had centre-back cover in every match. If a centre-back goes down, we're ready. We've had full-back, midfield, up front, every position we've had it covered. We're ready for all eventualities, and we're making decisions that are based on wanting to win the game. And before, we've been more focused on get everyone on the pitch, try and share out minutes, things like that. Whereas now we've got a bench that is kind of professional, every position covered, trying to make decisions based on winning games. And we're seeing when players do come on, they're having a real impact. Think Sam Jones coming on just for like a 15-minute spell at the end towards the match and just getting the ball into the box. He had a real impact. Got that assist for Devon, another sub who came on, had a real impact. Devon, I should say, you are the October Goal of the Month winner. Congratulations, beautiful goal. For those who haven't seen it, just YouTube search Brian Mbeumo's goal against Spurs. That is the goal that Devon scores. It's an absolute beauty. So yeah, availability, could not be happier. Like, this is the best it's ever been, Bose. I mean, I've been in the club for 10-ish years now, and I've never known us have such good quality, such good strength in depth, such good competition, such good options off the bench. We're really putting ourselves in a position to win matches, which brings us to the last thing we spoke about in pre-season, and that was obviously our goal for the season. That is to push for promotion. There's 2 promotion spaces at the top of the table, and we feel like we can really push for those 2 spaces. So far, obviously, so good. 100% record, no complaints. We've played really well, as best as I've ever seen us play in every game, every league game and cup game. We've dominated the ball, we've had most of the chances. If we keep doing that, we're going to be okay, aren't we? I don't think that's going to change in the games coming up in November. I know we're playing teams around us. They are going to be more dangerous. I still think we're going to have most of the ball. I still think we're going to have most of the chances. The Cosmos game is probably the one game that will be even 50-50. We played them last year and it was even 50-50 every time we played them. They've got a little bit better, it seems, brought in some new players. Obviously, so have we. So I expect that one to be more 50-50. I think the other ones, we can get on top in those games. We can kill the opposition, but it will depend on us being clinical up front and us cutting out mistakes at the back, you know, and that is not a simple thing. We saw in the cup games that sometimes those 2 things just don't go right and you don't get what you deserve. In the league games, everything has gone right. And I think in the league games, we've seen as well a belief in the team that if we just keep going, we are going to keep getting the ball, we are going to keep creating chances, and we are going to stay in the game, have chances to win the game, have chances to kill the game. You see in the Littlestoke game, we go behind twice, we just kept going, got the win in the last second. You saw in that Old Cots game, that was a stubborn defence to break down, 0-0 at half time, just kept going, got the win. So I think we've got that belief, and I feel it's building. I feel like that confidence is building. And going into these big games, I'm not particularly nervous. I think we're going to be the better team. I think we just need to carry that confidence, carry that belief, and kind of start really building the energy now again, because we've had that little break, so maybe we're feeling slightly out of it, but build that energy, build that belief, that confidence. I think we're going to pick up some big wins between now and Christmas. That'll be our next break. So Bose, hope everyone is looking forward to getting back out there. Get your greens in for the matches that are up for November. Really hoping we can get some strong teams out there, hoping we can get some big wins. Check in again at Christmas, and I think we will still be right up there, pushing for promotion. That's the goal. Let's fucking go.